Hello, everybody. What's up? Big Reid here. It's 99.7 now. And this interview has been a few years in the making because right before the pandemic, you started reaching out to me. You were hitting me up. You were inviting me to go get lunch.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this is hella dope. And then we had a meet and greet with Tate McRae. You were there. And then the world shut down, so we didn't get a chance to connect. But now you have a song that's on the radio every single day.
Let's go.
I Wish I Didn't Love You. The Bay Area's own, Fremont's own, Ashley Mehta hanging out with me today.
Yo, what's going on? Thank you so much, man. That's crazy. That is crazy. Going back in that timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
I remember because like you were hitting me up in the DM, and then like like I said, Tate came through, and then the world shut down literally the week after.
100%. It did. It literally did. I remember I was like, should I go to this? And then I was like, oh, like, yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. And then I remember I introduced myself to you and I was like, hey, we've been DMing like here and there. But that feels like a lifetime ago. That's crazy.
It low-key kind of was. And throughout that entire time period, like you stayed consistent with making music. You've gone crazy on social media, whether it's IG or TikTok. Your followers are nuts, and not as in they're crazy people, but like the numbers just went crazy. You've been dropping songs, and you've been remixing songs, and just making a lot of content, which is super dope.
Thank you so much. No, I appreciate it. I feel like ever since, like during the pandemic too, is when I really got time to think to myself, like, what do I need to do to maintain this consistency and really like build my own platform and build my own artistry? And I think that the number one thing to focus on for me is like my love and passion for this. And so that's like my driving force for everything I do. So I appreciate everything.
Word. And you just got off a tour. You were on tour with Twee.
Yes.
P-Lo, y'all were going across the country.
Craziest thing thing ever. I feel like, I mean, growing up, I would listen to P-Lo, of course, and Twee as well. And so it was the most surreal thing to be on the East Coast and bring like our Bay Area energy in that direction, because it's kind of like a lot of people there weren't familiar with it. And so to almost bring like a party every night like that, crazy.
Word. That's super dope. It was dope to see you all come together and just make that happen. I think you were on tour. I think you were in I don't know where you were, Alabama, somewhere in the cut. I saw bugs flying around the video.
So many.
But that's when we debuted I Wish I Didn't Love You on the radio. And y'all pulled over, listened online, of course, because you were on the other side of the country. Describe that moment, like when you're hearing your song on the radio, being debuted for the first time.
Yeah, I mean, that song specifically has meant so much to me and like continues to do so. And so, especially being on tour, we basically, like, what happened is we pulled over because I was like, guys, it's about to be on. I'm pretty sure there was like a time difference too.
For sure.
So I don't even know what time it was there, but we like exited. Like, I don't even think it was the safest area. Like,
Probably not.
It was somewhere in Alabama. And so we just pulled over and we just turned it on. Like, we're on like our iPhones, like hoping it loads, and then we turn it on. And I mean, I like recorded that video, but all of it was just such like natural emotions. Like I couldn't process it because I don't know, this song specifically is something that like feels like I'm entering into a new like fresher era for me. So hearing it, I was like, man, like this feels good. This feels crazy. Like so surreal. Yeah.
For sure. And like ever since it's been on the air, it made its way to the Big 9 where we do the countdown every single night to 9 biggest songs in the Bay. It went up to 8, it went up to 7, it went back to 8. Went down to 5, went to 6, went down to 4, went to 2, went up to 6, went down to 2, then went to number 1.
That's nuts.
Which is crazy.
That's crazy, man. And I appreciate like all the love that you guys bring my way when it comes to this too, because you guys have been putting me on. Like I'll get a lot of messages from fans too, like new fans that are like, oh, I heard your song on the radio last night. So it's crazy. Everything happening and coming together, it feels good, and it feels like it's coming into fruition, which is tight.
You have a lot of people calling into the station, asking for the song every day. There's somebody calling in, multiple people. Sometimes it gets a little hectic in the studio. We got a lot of things going on, but they're hitting us up. They want to hear the song, and that's a part of the way to get the song to a higher peak on the countdown. You have people calling after hearing the little stories. I told a story on the air about the Tate meetup and how everything went and how the whole process went. People are calling in like, yo, it's so cool to hear that story and to hear how far she's come and all the things. This song sounds like it should be on a movie soundtrack.
That was dope. I heard that one.
Right? It was a lot. It's a
Yeah.
lot. So it's cool to see a lot of people showing you love.
Yeah, no, thank you. And it feels like feel so blessed. Like that's the biggest word, and so grateful for everybody responding the way that they are to this sound, especially like I almost look back at my older stuff ish, and I definitely am still like in that pop R&B field, but this is like my most pop record. And so to get the feedback and response that it has, like it's just so blessed. Yeah, it's so sick.
Couple days ago, if not yesterday, you just announced your first solo headline tour.
Yeah.
Kicking off in the Bay, brick and mortar. What's that feel like?
I don't even I have literally been staring at just the phone and the flyer, the poster, and I've just been like, what is going on? Like, this is crazy. And it all is happening in the best way, like fast, I guess. And it's been so crazy. Like, I can't even wrap my head around the fact that it's like my own mini headline tour. And I think coming off of tour with Twee from the West Coast and East Coast, it really just motivated me as well to like progress and elevate as much as I can. And so I think this is just the next step to do that. And I'm grateful to have, people and fans in each city wanting to come and just party with us. We're just trying to have a good time. So it's crazy.
That's exciting. That's super exciting. So what are you currently working on right now? What can people expect in the near future from you? Do you have anything you want to talk about, music-wise, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah, I mean, first, we do have the tour coming up in June, and I'm super excited. We're hitting SF, LA, San Diego, and New York. And so I'm, again, like so stoked to be running this. And also I have dope openers that are going to be so tight that I haven't announced yet, but I'm really excited to bring that to the table too. And yeah, when it comes to the music side, we're just working on a bunch of new music. Again, like I Wish I Didn't Love You is my most pop record, so I guess be expecting a lot more of that era right now. And yeah, we're working on like a new EP, and so I've been collaborating with a lot of people, hoping to get some cool features on the way too. So yeah, it's all kind of coming together in that sense.
A lot of work. Busy. We gotta get I Wish I Didn't Love You on the movie soundtrack. Ever since I heard that guy calling and talk about that has to be a thing. We have to figure that out.
Yeah, we got to. I know we've been like trying to work it out and see what makes the most sense. Because I think when I wrote it too, I wrote that song based on a Netflix show. Oh. And so after like creating it, the idea of it being on like another Netflix show or a movie or something, like I think it would work out so well.
What show was it?
It's called In the Dark. Have you seen it?
I've heard about it. I haven't watched it because I rarely have time to watch. Like I'm always at the studio. I'm always here.
always working. Yeah.
But I have heard about it for sure.
You have? Okay, cool. See, not a lot of people have that I've talked to, but that's dope. I'm glad you have. It's a great show. It's actually, it did end. Like the seasons did end. But so yeah, it was cool though because I made like a little video on how I created the song, and I tagged like all of the actors and actresses, and they reached back out. And they were like, oh, we're gonna send it to the directors. So I was hoping that a new season would come because that would have been sick. But yeah, hopefully it gets another placement somewhere else. That'd be tight. Yeah.
That'd be super dope. Well, look, homie, I appreciate you pulling up. I appreciate you talking about the story a little bit and getting into it. And I look forward to everything else you got coming up really, really soon.
Yo, thank you so much. And thank you all again, seriously, for all the love and support you guys have been showing me. Like, it feels so surreal again, even to just be here and have that moment from when I hit you up, like, way back when to now, it all coming together. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Sure, it's all good. That's the work that you put in, though. So give
appreciate
yourself credit. You put in a lot of work to get to that. So we appreciate you.
Yo, thank you.
Yay!